Yes, they
Yeah,
have.
they've been putting in the work.
Sixth place, coming in great, and this is and now there's really close with the guys from VGA. I want you guys. Only thing that's dividing sixth place to second place is one full point, 2 wins. That's it. That's how close this is. So it's 2 wins. So a point five and a point five. Here we go. In fifth place, Yaga. Tied for third, NB, who was the number one place. So NB was first. They fell to third, and they're tied with SBA. So winner between those two will become fourth. All right, you ready for it? This is what everybody's been waiting for to find out. Because NB fell from the first place, we're going to have a new first place. And let's see if they can continue this through the first of the year. Second place coming in, I4NI. First place, 12 Panzer.
So essentially, we've got the showdown right here too. First place versus second place in the silver division,
Yes.
live in the next couple minutes.
Yes.
Very nice, man. Very, very nice. A lot of these teams have just put in a tremendous amount of work, and even after this fight right here, I know I for an I haven't been backing down from any type of even gold team challenges right now. They've been putting in a lot of work. In B, had a few losses on stream, but we've actually set up a weekly practice against them, and those guys are just getting a lot better every week, even as we scrim them. So, going to be a lot of change ups in the coming months. Still, I'm sure, Hells.
Yes. Most definitely.
And, it was bad luck on the part of SBA tonight, but a forfeit by them tonight is definitely going to hurt them in their rankings as well. What's a gold division team and have continued to fall here lately just by lack of guys being committed to this comp play.
Yes. Most definitely. This is one of those things. Um, if you're not active, I mean, and that's the other thing is active. So the team that I can't pronounce, they came in like
UMFFI.
they came in like gangbusters, and they rushed up to the first number one spot. They took
Mm-hmm.
a came, and then they kept going. Like every week in, week out, they kept just putting it down, hammering it out, 3-zip, 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 not even giving the other team a chance. And then they disappear. And we haven't heard from them since. Mm, we haven't heard anything from them since July.
For sure, for sure, for sure.
So I hate to see them just tumble down. They're an amazing team. I know they got upset because I can't say their name. I mean, but if they, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Also, right now, just looking over the teams early on, I do notice a tag change right here. I for an I HK has shortened it to I for an I HK
HK.
finally. That's all we've ever called him, so he just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go with it.
I'm glad to see that. As long as uh, people don't get them mixed up with HMK. So,
Right.
but here we go. All right, I'm gonna let these guys know right now.
We got highway going up.
Definitely seeing some new names I haven't seen last time. Gopher Ninja, Blind Archer. I don't think that I seen these guys last time. 12 Panther came in here. Most of I for an I starters, definitely guys that I'm noticing, except for maybe Rupert Soul Easy. Everybody else pretty common to be in here though.
What's the format here?
I have
I'm about
not. Yeah, I did
I'm about to
not
figure
get.
that out.
It's one thing I did drop the ball for tonight. I did not get the formats from these guys. We need to go ahead and switch over Eads to 12 Panzer side when you get a second, Dirk.
Oh man, I've been grinding so hard with that um, for the Emil 2, trying to get into the crown log and trying to get that 12 centimeter, man, banging my head against the wall because, dude, you have to be in an amazing matchmaking to keep Unicum status in that tank.
Okay, so we got 770.
Awesome, awesome.
Okay, 770, and then HK wants to know if they're. That's up to them if they want to go 770 no limits, or if they want to go with the typical no more than 3 TDs, and they cannot be no more than than one.
One of each type, no duplicates.
Let's see here.
Now, was this I4NI map pick? Since they're in second place in the silver division, or was this 12 Panzers?
So
12
it would be
Panzer.
12 Panzers pick and I4NI spawn.
They get side pick.
Okay, okay. Highway encounter, looking for minimal mediums and lots of armor for sure on this map, with that cat being in the K0 area, J0.
Okay, they just went standard. Alright.
Oh, they're wanting standard battle instead of. This is going to be a draw.
No limit.
So they want to.
No,
Or
it's
both?
going to be an encounter, but they just went standard 770.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about the confusion there.
So I had people over there also on YouTube. They're totally down with Beaver getting water torture. They're wanting for him to get down with the water torture. So, heck yeah!
Wow.
High five over there to William Moran and Adrian. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Remy said if we don't give him a week of premium and a Panzer 5.4, he's gonna let him go.
Oh, come on! I do not negotiate with terrorists.
We're getting held hostage all over the place now.
There is no
I'm gonna leave this alone as long as I can, but I'm pretty sure there's a wet beaver joke somewhere in there with the water torture. So
you know what I'm going at.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm trying to stay away from that. You crossed my mind.
Get out of mine.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, so we're getting all the tanks picked up here, guys. It's been an amazing Friday night so far. A lot of tanking action. A lot of people out here having fun. And, yeah, glad to see everybody out having a great time. We're talking about water torture and the beaver. So there's nothing wrong with that. So if you like if you like to have some wet, crazy beaver, we'll hand them over to the guys on YouTube. Oh, What's wrong there, Dirk?
Nothing.
What are you thinking about? I'm thinking of like some crazy beaver, like its floppy tail going all over the place. Pervert.
Oh man.
What are you guys thinking about? This is supposed to be a
Nothing.
PG-13 show.
You're right. Sorry.
Oh,
That's what
you're
I'm not
thinking of
talking.
the other one.
No.
Oh. Be better would be is if you hold him down, and then also take a pair of like shavers to him. Then you can have a. Oh,
Oh,
I'm just
Lord.
gonna drop it there.
Yeah, I would just.
This can go multiple directions.
Get good. Yeah. We best just move away from that.
Let's just move along.
I'll put you a message in Discord.
We'll just leave it at hashtag bald beaver and move on.
So I actually had a person that said they'll pay me $5 to do a stream in a Chinese finger trap.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
do
know
it.
what
What
you should
finger?
do?
What finger?
Well,
should,
the pointers.
You should do a just a regular tank in pubs with somebody and have finger traps on all your fingers and try to play tanks with it.
Are you crazy? I mean,
No,
if
I
someone
bet
wants
you I
to pay
could
me
do it.
$20, I'll go play pubs.
Hey, I'll do it. Well, never mind. I gotta buy a new mic, so we're just gonna skip that one.
I need to do reconfigure my controller a little bit.
Yeah. See, I'd be totally down with that. I'd be like, all right, I'll pay you $20 to play pubs for 4 hours with two Chinese torture things on my. Okay.
Dirk, can you kick the troll from the lobby, please? Thank you, sir.
Be like, I'd be having the same win 8 that I do when I normally play with no finger traps
man.
on. So
No need to down yourself that much.
All right, look at the heavy metal coming over on the I4NI side. Holy
Man.
moly! Yee. I'm still not convinced that the Panzerkopf would be considered a comp heavy. I mean,
I know of one spot on one map that it could be utilized, but even then, you need a very skilled player to play it in that position. So, it's just the cheeks are just a little bit too squishy, with everybody slinging all the premium rounds around right there.
Oh, and that's my thing about it don't get me wrong, it's a good heavy tank for pubbing, but with all the premiums that are easily just flung around all the time, and how it could be the ammo rack right where the ammo rack is on that thing around the whole turret ring is very thin.
For sure.
I mean, one bat chat with a very nice timely push, tap tap, there it goes. You got what, 2,700 hit points gone.
3 damage. Done that before.
Ready to run
It's
down
fun.
these tanks and get these guys on their way. Though.
Alrighty.
You guys are ready?
Alrighty, so Dirk, why don't you get on the first place team of 12 Panzer, and Rez, you get on the second place team of I4NI.
Alright, for 12 Panzer, we got an IS-4, a duo of IS-7s, a duo of T-57 Heavies, a Chieftain, and 113.
On I4NI side, we have a Batchat 25 ton, an IS-7, a P-57 heavy, Panzerkopf 7, 3 E100s. That is all.
Alrighty. Hashtag Team Hellcat, let's go tanking.
Comp flogging.
Humph. You know what, actually, one tank that I wouldn't mind actually seeing on this one would be a Kranwagen. I think it would actually do a decent job. Get a Kranwagen with 250Bs. Mm-hmm.
Is Kranwagen going to turn into like Croissant where you say it worse and worse every time you say it in the same match? So you just
I don't know.
eventually can't even understand what the word is.
Kranwagen. Kranwagen. Kranwagen.
Kraftwagen.
Seen people do it with croissant, where they say it more and more, and you can't understand them.
Croissant coffin.
Croissant
Get
coffee.
there. We could get there. Just kind of lucky that this is a family show and we don't have to do a drunk stream. So
Yeah, no.
definitely like.
If you want to watch that show, come over to Hell's Cat Death Twitch, and we'll have some fun.
There you go.
Hey, I'll get drunk. I'll have a little bit.
The only problem with the drunk stream is, fellas, the only time I'm going to be available to do it is about 6:30 a.m. So if you guys are good with that, then
Ooh, an early bird.
Well, it'll be 5 o'clock somewhere, and it'll be 5 a.m. for me, so. Are you starting early? Nope, just starting late.
Just starting late. Just got home from work.
All right, so Mini Vinny out there in the bush. Nice bush.
Oh,
So no one should be able
definitely.
to spot him up.
Yeah, but at the same time, well, it looks like he did manage to get Dan, the car guy. Is he going to get the rest of them as they come up?
We're going to find out here just in a couple more seconds. All right, there's
Gopher got hit.
there it
Yes,
is.
sir,
There it
he
is.
going to be able to get every one of these guys moving in
Yep.
right there.
It's that narrow corridor that's right there where between the tower and that house. So yeah, great job on the nice spot placement. So he can
Ooh.
literally go on. Yep, that's what I would say. Go across, head over, and be able to get cross shots across the field. Don't get in there too deep because yeah, you don't want to be on the receiving end of all those heavies.
Very interesting right there. I7 and McLovin 97 and I7 is somewhat reverse side scraped. Only problem with doing that in that particular area is now if these guys push in aggressive, these guys are going to be able to melt him pretty good. He managed to go ahead and get it turned around, it looks like.
So I4NI is definitely going to have to figure out how to break this turtle because that is full on cap mode coming out of the 12 Panzer cap.
I think, honestly, right here, I
Oh.
think I4NI Vinny can really come in here and be super effective right there. Let's kind of creep up on that K line and get some shots into this IS7. Get Eid some early work right here. Who is also reverse side scrape, so he's not going to be able to do too much about it.
All right, IB Stux is going to come off the side, but he's going to be met by AIDS, ads.
And Donk takes a big shot.
Yes, he
Bounces the
does.
first one, but manages to land the second one right there. I4NI Vinny looks like he's trying to work go for Mincha right now. Put in a couple of shots, went ahead and fell back a little bit.
Yeah, I really wouldn't worry about too much about those 57s, but definitely try to get those IS7s from the side scraping positions.
Yeah, Eads needs to take some damage. He's going to be the one that's got some of the most of the cap points right now.
That is
And
very
man,
correct.
Dan, the car guy, needs to take a hit too. Now, while I wasn't paying attention, it looks like Captain Ulti and that PZ7 went ahead and was focused down. So McLovin's going to be in serious trouble right here. I4NI too. I4NI definitely needs to realize that these guys are going to focus out this IS7. They're basically throwing away this tank if they don't push.
Yep, they need to.
Heavy.
He's going to take a hit, but don't stop. He's going to. Yep, you got to go.
He's just
now he's
clogged up.
essentially.
Yeah,
Yep, he's
Michael's
clogged
stuck.
up, Michael.
And he's tracked right now. He's going to go down. Michael's
Yep,
not going to be able to get out of his way. There we go.
There you go. That was tight.
Looks like
All right.
Mini
so
Vinny.
where's Mini Vinny? He's
He
still
is
worried about
almost
those
reloaded.
57s. I mean, he's playing with fire, essentially. I mean, if they save their rounds, I mean, and rotate out, which they are, they're going to be able to get those IS7s. But he's got to So Donk's dumping his clip, and then so Gopher is already reloaded.
2 minutes and
So
20 seconds here. There's a good amount of HP left. Ivy Stux needs to put a shot into Gopher right here, even if he has to trade.
see, Reaper doesn't need to come back out this way. He needs to figure out a different way. Come in maybe from the one line, and do a surprise there and put some rounds into blind that way. Minute 45.
There you go, Vinny. This is the line.
Get
you
out
need
of
to
there.
run with.
There you go. There you
Get
go.
those shots
Smoke
in.
'em.
There you go.
Bingo.
Nice shot into the IS-4, the IS-7. Went ahead and put one into the IS-4. Put one into
there
the
you
other
go.
IS-7. Eats is going to
Nice.
burn out right here. Vinny's on a reload. That's all these guys needed right there.
Yeah, that's all they
A lot
needed
of short
was.
health tanks, but yeah. Vapor Scopes is not going to be able to stand up to this.
Great job
Good
for Vinny. He definitely broke the floodgates on that one. So first win, I4NI.
Well played.
So we're gonna switch sides. Oops. All right, so let's go. I'll go down the damage really fast here for do 12 Panzer real fast. All right, Dan the car guy coming in 1560. TK only coming in with the 859. Doc 2K. Gopher 16. Eads 1000. Vapor's doing some work in his, almost pulling the 4K 3928. And then Blind Archer coming in with a 2294. I4NI. Cavanalti did end up throwing up 2727, so good job on that one. So he went 5-5-5. McLovin 1908. Mini Vinny 23, we'll just call it 2400. Ivy Stux 3300. Michael 2400. The on the bow 2270, and then Reaper of Souls in 1266.
Good spread right there by both teams. So Hills. Definitely
Yes.
good spread by both teams.
Most definitely. All right. Team slowly starting to pick their tanks here. Dirk, we got some
Hey,
echo coming out of your end.
Oh, it's echoing. My bad.
I think a couple of people in chat are kind of curious to know why this was picked as a map tonight by either one of the teams. But realistically, I mean, encounter on this battle, if you're wanting a real good urban fight, then this is definitely a good map for it. I think actually, maybe not full on competitive play, but definitely a map to be played around with. A lot of good chances to, 12 Panzer had set up the turtle in that gap right there. Very well orchestrated, but definitely a good map also to have some mediums to flank. So
Yeah, most definitely. It's
nice little fun map to throw into the rotation every once in a while. Probably not one you're going to see in a WCL3, but still was definitely entertaining on that first battle for sure.
And so people wondering how 12P is above all that. So 90% of all the matches that were played as 12 pans. It just got listed as 36 pans because at that moment in time, that was a WNF thing. So the points were actually getting racked up, spread between 36 Panzer. But when I got contacted by 12 Panzer last month, all the matches that were being played are 12 pans, unless it's specified other than 36 pans. 90%, well, actually about 99% of their matches was all 12 Panzer. And then coming into the rankings listings, put it to you this way. Here, I'll bust out my shortcoming, my detailed list of all the math. So out of the whole ranking systems in the 12, the highest jumpers were of course poppers with a full 2.5 points. Now put it to you this way: 12 Panzer at that moment in time in a month put in 29 winning matches. So in that essence, 29. So there's 15 points without bonuses. 12 Panzer also did play. 4 of those were against gold teams. None of them were below their ranks, and so they were all above. So no one else in that I4NI did come out like gangbusters. They had a lot of matches also, but they came in at 19 matches. So what happened there is literally you guys both put on a hell of a show and a hell of a job. 12 Panzer really took advantage of being spread out in so many different events. So you got to keep your scope wide open. So if there's any guys from I4NI watching, that would be the reason why. MB Falling. MB only had for this last month, only had 5 matches.
Well, hell, so, I mean, it's getting harder and harder for everybody to get a lot of play times. I mean, it's props to the whole community in general for what was it, about 10 days ago? You opened the floodgates, and we were able to schedule 3 shows a week for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And I think would it take about 30 to 40 minutes to schedule all those matches? So
yeah, I mean, I did a hard press on a Saturday, and I filled up two full weeks in a matter of 30 minutes. And teams, it was one of those, I did it in the middle of a Saturday afternoon, so everybody had a shot. And it was, and I did give discretions for certain teams and stuff like that, to plenty of time for all these teams to apply for the time and stuff like that, and made sure one team didn't play more than the other. And stuff like that. So everything was put into consideration, and it's super exciting because at the same time, I urge these guys in the silver division, especially in the silver and bronze division, go check out Clan Wars France, and then for the high silver, it will silver and high silver, and then gold teams. Of course, you're gonna have Frontlines coming at the first of the year. And also Clan Wars Invasion of Italy. And then also on top of that, all the stuff that goes on weekly here with Wednesday Night Fights. And then a lot of these Euro teams now coming into the mix. And we were in talks. Me and Weasel just have to hammer out a couple more things. And then the EU, they will start having their show on Monday afternoons for us, which would be Monday evening for those guys. So that's super exciting.
Real nice. Real nice. A lot
You
of
can't
these
go
new
wrong.
teams have been, yeah, they've been wanting to get their time on the stream, and just haven't had a place or the time to schedule it. And you guys going out of your way to get that set up is awesome.
Yes. They're saying to open up room for Alti, please. And did you guys catch that? Dirk.
Dirk.
I heard. Sorry, my mic's not on.
Looking for looks like one more tank out of 12 Panzer, and I know the only ball was readied up. Waiting for Captain Ulti to get in here. It's like 12 Panzer is rounded out right now.
Alrighty, so Beast, if you want to go ahead and roll down I4NI, I'll go down 12 pans.
Yes, I4NI is bringing in the Batchat 25T again, an IS-7, a T-57 Heavy, that trio of E-100s once again, and a Chieftain.
12 pans rolling out IS-4, trio of IS-7s, duo of E-100s, and a 113.
Nice.
Beast, I did answer your question on Discord.
Copy. Copy that. Alright, let's get this thing going. You know, just get Captain Ulti in the next round.
Let's see here, Adrian, and a 761, which is what we just played. The 3 E50s and 3 T10s are against the rules. Are against the rule? No, you can have trios. No.
Yeah.
You can't have
the only
over
thing
three.
that is, yeah, the only thing that is limited to not to lesser than 3 RTDs, and I think you can actually still run 3 TDs. They just cannot have any duplicates whatsoever. You cannot run. Let's say you couldn't run 2 T30s or 3 T30s, but you could run a Tier 9 Waffentrager, a T30, and let's say like a 704 or the like.
All right, so here we go. Hard press towards the city from I4NI with Mini going far left.
Very nice. Now, also, fellas, there always, and I mean, obviously, there's a lot of different ways to run this 761 format. Let's say in the BOTC tournament, you have a limit of 2 tanks per type, and you can only have 2 TDs, and both TDs have to be different as well. You cannot run dual T30s or something to that effect. But it just kind of depends on the normal format for whatever event is going on, and the up to 3 limit on mediums or heavies, and then the 3 limit on TDs with no duplicates is just the format that Wednesday Night Fights has adapted to.
Yeah, but it's also one of those things. We do play like the BTOC matches. They do get played, so we are very adaptive to a lot of the other tournament rules. So if you just tell our mods the way that you need it ran, or just say, hey, this is a Clan Wars France, my mods would be like, okay, cool.
For sure. And we've even adapted to a 10-100 format of no limits whatsoever. So if one team wanted to run 10 bad chats on one side, they could. We're definitely easy to get
It's
along.
scary.
For sure.
You had a well-timed, say 5 that roll up, empty clips, roll out, 5 roll in, empty they clips. But by the time they're done firing and doing their thing, the other 5 rotate in. Yeah, scary. I don't know what is with everybody cramming into that refinery area, the factory. I see that as a disadvantage.
Somewhat for sure.
I mean, you're pipelined everybody into one area.
Yeah, and the way 12 Panzer had their tanks up against that wall on the J line right there last time, yeah, it definitely almost creates a situation where no one in that refinery area can push up whatsoever. They're just pretty much stuck while the rest of the team gets bled. Now, Hell's Mini Vinny has rotated. He just got spotted, but he has rotated all the way around. Looks like Eads is going to try to rotate back towards him. I don't know if he got any of those shots into that IS4 or whatnot, but Mini Vinny does not know until right now that Eads is
Now,
on him.
yeah. Ooh, big hit. Vinny probably
Nice
would have
force.
flung it in reverse and then hit the e-brake, did a quick J-turn to get out of there, but he did take that one hit. But Eads and TK now chasing him down. So with
Ooh.
that being said, now I4NI could come in and really start putting some pressure on, like McLovin there to go ahead and I would not line up again. I mean, they all know that all the barrels are facing out of that corridor. So I would be taking like Reaper of Souls and McLovin and going back down the one line.
Something for sure. I mean, yeah, that 57 is not going to be doing anything right there. Devin needs to get on. He can get around and actually get around. I mean, the IS7s now are actually trying to put shots into the E100s back down there, and Mini Vinny is reloaded, but not going to be very effective against the IS7s until they get respotted here, and he knows that they're not facing towards him.
There you go, McLovins. You coming in for that peekaboo was just getting you smoked. There you go. Do a decent size. Ooh, Deuce is getting hit instead of I be stuck. I be stuck in a really good diamond formation, and with his turret cocked just at the perfect angle there to keep bounces. Donk is going to wait for him to back up. 2 minutes left, and I need to readjust. And 21 seconds left on the clock.
And Tool Panzer's about to get their hand forced right here.
Yeah, I mean, they're just getting bled out from that one main area there. I mean, it's just pull Cranky, Blind Archer, and Dan the car guy back out of there. Oh, that 113's gonna be in trouble. There's a fuel tank that's right there on that passenger side of the lower plate, and he can just go absolutely. Oh, there's an
McLovin.
ammo rack into McLovin's.
Now, Manny Vinny is coming all the way back around.
TK's in a really good spot there.
These guys are going to have to put in some work right now, though, to go ahead and close this out in this last minute, 10 seconds. McLovin
There it
goes
is. Deuce is down. All right, so here comes the hard push. Now, Mini Vinny's stuck.
down. Yeah, he's going to take some monster hits right here. He's done.
Yep, and here comes the ram, the mini ram.
And
But here comes the sandwich.
Oh.
All right, so we only got Bal and Michael left. See, Blind Archer, no reason to push that way. You should have took a hard left and come up on that guy's rear. The rear. Michael trying to take out TK. Now TK and Michael could also take out Donk really fast, but nope. He's out there and out the exposed.
17 seconds, just not. Is 10 seconds going to be enough time for this roll? Actually,
Donk has to land a huge shot here. Where is
3,
it?
2,
1.
1.
Oh.
Nice. Well
Alrighty.
played right there. Well played.
All
Well
right,
played.
12 pans are coming out with it. Alrighty, so good. Beast, you want to go ahead and roll down that damage?
Yes, sir. We have on I4NI side, Mini Vinny and his batch had 1493 damage, 864 damage spread. Michael and the Chieftain had to stay back right there because the Chieftain is just going to get melted in that type of scenario. 865 with a 543 spread. E100 in the only ball, 2802. 644, 4910 blocked right there. So great work. just not quite enough. I4NI Deuces donuts with 420 spread. Did block 490. Ivy Stucks and NZ100 at 632 for 1464 to 2430 blocked. Reaper Souls in his T57 heavy put out the most damage for I4NI on this one to 10 with an 11-10-8 spread, 3322 and a 1680 block. And McLovin in his IS7 had 1937 with a 984 spread and 1320. Over on the 12 Panzer side, Dan the car guy in his 113, 1 pin, 751, 426 damage, 2480 block. TKA Ninja in his IS7, one kill, 663 spread at 951 damage and 400 blocked. Donk in his E100, one kill, 2251 damage, 863 on the E100 and 800 blocked. Cranky Degree in his E100, 4 kills, 2926 damage, 995 on that spread. Eads in his IS7, 2518 damage done, 975 and 390 blocked. Vapor Scopes putting it down in his IS7 though, 5,441 damage, 14, 14, 11 on that. Looks like that IS7 gun was not trolling him. Also had 1240 blocked. And Blind Archer in his IS4 had 1 kill, 1340 damage, 390 block with a 10.96 spread on those shots.
Awesomeness. Alrighty, guys. So we're off to the next match. That was in Vapors, man. Great job in that IS7, man.
For sure, for sure.
Deuces with the rare donuts. It's rare. I might play some Fortnite tonight. Maybe I'll stream some Fortnite. I don't know.
Sorry,
Okay.
got you into Fortnite.
Oh no, I've been playing around. It's okay.
Well, last
I mean,
night
I'm
I
only
got
at level
back
6.
into it, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, levels don't.
Actually, I think I
levels don't
finished
matter
out with
in that
level
game.
8. Just shows I'm a noob. Prokhorovka. Alrighty. Alright, coconut in. Thank you everybody for sticking around for late nights. Everything's tied up, 1-1.
Love it, gotta love it. Just even chats commenting right now on the fact that that was just a massive brawls right there. It's a good old fashioned street fight, man. Let's get in there and see what you got, man. Let's see what you got.
Adrian over there on YouTube, he thought it was against the rules. No, in certain aspects, no. It's one of those things with, I know the WNF rules, there's so many rules and formatting that we try to do that we have to follow. I mean, so all of the WNF actual rules will be changing the first of the year. We're going to have a lot of changes due to the other tournaments and stuff like that. So I am truly feeling that we're going to go to an open format with only the TD restrictions.
Nice.
Because I mean, this still has to be voted by the board, but I feel it's going to make the everybody more easy at ease with the rules. Knowing that, okay, it's an open format, we're only allowed 2 TDs, and you're only allowed 1 of each type. I think that make that the easiest ruling on the field. Doesn't matter what format you run. It could be 735 format, 761, 770, And even the 10-100. I mean, we can do that, and then have the specialty ones of all the tournaments. Let the tournaments, set their rules exactly the way that they want, where we would be just open across the board with just the TD restrictions.
Okay. Definitely, and
I think,
also, we will not be having draws anymore after the first of the year.
yeah, that's the big one. That is the big one. Someone is gonna win. And I mean, it could come literally trivial to this point. In the 770 format, say one team comes out with three E100s, three Mouses, and a Bat Chat. Okay, and the other team comes out with three Bat Chats, two 140s, and two Skodas. So Team B would have a significant more advantage, I guess you would per se, because there's so many more hit points on Team A. So teams gotta keep that in mind now. So there's a lot more hit points, so that means there's a lot more damage to be done. So if you're running that big of a heavy setup, you better make sure that you kill everybody and make sure to win. Because if not, if it goes to a draw, and say you've lost all three of your Mouses, that's a huge deficit to make up. So it will put a little bit more tactic into the game to really make people think that, because everybody's like, oh, that's so one-sided. No, we always try to challenge people to actually use what God's given them between their ears, and to make it a thinking man and woman, game. I don't know. What do you guys think there for the chats? So let me know. There's some of the stuff that's going to be coming down.
For sure. All right, man.
Everybody's
Love to
wondering
see
about
this
the Wednesday Night Fights theme song.
too.
So if you guys are wondering what that song is, so here, yeah, this is the Wednesday night. It's also been used in a lot of adaptations.
Oh, I need to send you that. I was about to send you that the other night, right?
What was that, bud? I was
No, I
changing out
didn't.
headsets.
Did I?
There you
The,
guys go.
video?
Yeah, you never sent it to me. So, yeah, Go to War, done by Nothing More by 11-7 Music. Has graciously allowed us to allow us to run that as Wednesday Night Fights theme song. And then the other theme song to the Mondays. I'm still working on Fridays. I don't know exactly what I should pick and who I should start doing it. And then, of course,
There you go. I sent it to you.
okay. And then,
All right.
All right.
looks like
I'm
we're
gonna go ahead and go down. Go ahead and go down I4NI real quick. That way we can keep the show moving.
sounds good. Go ahead, sir.
All right. I4NI is bringing out a trio of 140s, a Bat Chat 25T, and a trio of I7s.
Well, pants are rolling out. A pair of OBJ 140s, pair of Bat Chats, E5, pair of Chieftains.
Let's go to war.
Yep, let's go to war. And then, of course, Meltdown's theme song, Judas by Fozzy.
Cannot get enough of that song.
I gotta listen to that video.
Very interesting lineups right here. Highly mobile by I4NI right here, and still extremely mobile by 12 Panzer. So like to see the ability to go ahead and just flip a complete 180, as opposed to the lineups that we see in the last map on that, or last, on the last match on that urban map. Well,
Yeah.
gonna be interesting.
So I mean, I4NI does have a few aces up their sleeve. Mini Vinny, of course, is a resident super uni in lights and mediums. And then also over there, McLovin's decent in his mediums. Deuces, of course, in his IS-7. Scratton, his IS-7. It's definitely going to be an interesting rollout. And then over on the 12 Panzer side, Donk and his Batchat, he is their resident light tank and medium tank specialist. And then so many talented guys here. So all right, let's try to see how they're going to do this. I'm really surprised to see Michael really that far out.
Yeah.
I'm scared he's getting ready to he's going to get lit up. Oh, he's going to put on cap pressure. Interesting.
Yeah. Lots of buildings right there. Something you don't see in console comp play right now is the people going ahead and just using up that extra ammo to go ahead and shoot down any type of cover on the cap. So
all right, so here comes the hard push. Those other IS-7s are going to be in huge trouble if Gopher, Donk, and Blind Archer get to start pushing over there on that B6 area. I really would like to see an E4 would have came out just as an equalizer.
a great map awareness right there by 12 Panzer. Shots for days into these IS-7s.
Yes. And that's what I was worried about. Them coming into the B6, they're just going to melt off what little bit they have over there. Donk going down.
Now, this could possibly still work. I can't believe that Donk actually went down from that position, but the 140s are going ahead and rotating. And I know that they're lit right now, but the Batchats are still going to be on reload for the next 5 or 6 seconds at least. So Blind Archer's already getting out of there. Gopher Ninja is backing up, went ahead and whipped a shot. McLovin and the 140 coming around right now, coming in hot.
Yeah.
Gonna be in trouble though. Ivy Stux is coming through. Mini Vinny sees the error right there. Looks like he actually slid off into the water. That's
Archer.
going to cost him at least one tank right here.
Yeah.
Archer's on reload. Mini Vinny's got to get in here. He's got to go ahead and focus out Cranky Degree.
He has to. 1, 2, 3. There it is. 4. He has
Great
2
job
rounds
right there.
left.
Oh, no,
Oh.
but that's not where you want to be in front of TKA Ninja.
Not in the
Which
G-
one? Looks like TKA is trying to focus out the 140 right there. Probably the smart thing to do, even if Ivy Stokes is a 2-shot.
And then
And then it looks like
they took over the hill, so Reaper goes down. So those IS-7s are literally, unfortunately, surrounded.
Man. Yeah, these guys have got to. Oh, nice. Ivy Stokes and Scrap both go down at the same time. Mini Vinny's almost reloaded. The only tank left is full health, but I4NI Michael is in some serious trouble right now. Totally surrounded. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And this is the worst case scenario to have an IS-7 in. He's flat. They're shooting down into the angled armor, which absolutely negates it. And now it's a waiting game now. So put some cap pressure on.
Sure.
They have eyes. I mean, they still have the 140 and their own bat chat. So, I mean, they have eyes. There's no reason to really go crazy right now. I mean, honestly, put one medium at like the corner of F7, G7, another one at the other corner of like D6, D7. Just have them run back and forth along the railroad tracks. Back and forth.
Yeah, yeah. Well, even already knowing too that Mini Vinny is out there in the field somewhere, I think they still have the view range, even if the medium just crossed over and just set at right in the middle of EF45 right there. He's going to be able to render him anytime he comes in, tries to come into play.
All right.
Mini Vinny's not going to make it, even if he was in a faster tank than what he is. Not enough time. Well played, Tool Panzer.
Alrighty.
You would save that one right there, Hills, was the rotation by Tool Panzer to rotate that E5 down there to help the 140s in the bat chat.
Update the scoreboard here. Swap sides. Alrighty. Damage really fast here. We'll just blow down quickly through it. Just talk about the highlights. On 12 Panzer, you got Blind Archer with 3100, Eads with 2K, Vapors wanting, I'll just call it 2900, and then Gopher coming in with 1631 and TK 1638. Frankie and Donk both right about the 700-800 points. I4NI side, McLovin did get in 1895 for 966. Reaper of Souls 975 for, we'll just call it a cool 1500. IB Stux did get in 16, 12, 10, 32, 18, putting in a whole lot of work. Those IS-7s, yet again, in the flat, and everybody's shooting down on them or across to them. That is just a no situation for an IS-7. It negates everything that they are. And then Mini coming in with the 12, 21. All right, boogity, let's get this round started. And let's see if they can pull it back and we can have a game 5 to end the evening on.
For sure. Hills, the song "Let's Go to War," who's that sang by again?
Nothing more.
Nothing More. I knew that.
All right. I'm actually I'm really stuck, man, on the Blitzkrieg. I don't know if I want to go hip hop because we got two rocks. I mean, honestly, I think you're just going to keep with the rocks. You start getting in too much rap, you get a lot of cussing and stuff like that into the hip hops. That's the only thing I really seriously worry about. Every other word being the N-bomb or something, you know?
Vulgar. Yeah,
You
now I do
mofo.
know a well-known group that actually has a song titled Blitzkrieg, but I don't know how expensive the rights are by Metallica.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of negotiations for that one.
that's not a brand new label or a brand new group that just finally hit mainstream.
And that royalties may be more than what we make in a year. Maybe even more than a year.
Oh yeah.
And it was was kind of funny. I did try to get Skillet, but Skillet was pretty expensive also. So, where some of these, like you were saying, just starting to hit mainstream stuff like that, they want to have their songs out there heard, and their new album dropped. So they're like, yeah, sure, we'll give you permissions and.
The I4NI already changing it up just a little bit, coming down with dual chieftains. I wonder if we're going to have mirrored lineups. Looking that way so far. E5 somewhat getting left out in the dark for a lot of lineups here lately, but still a super strong tank. Great competitive tank still. And I know everybody's ready now. We did miss the Russian medium, the 906, I think, the 904, one of the two, but I think the Chinese heavy, the 1115A, is going to be released very soon. So the IS7 that everybody has been implementing is going to disappear very quickly, and the 1115A are going to be implemented. I would think. I don't know the health pool of the 1115A, but I know as far as from a PC comp view, it is definitely used in place of the IS7 and the E5 now, and the 113.
Yeah. Well, it's been trying to think of how much the PC stuff that's actually gets the ability to cross over to us and be able to be used. That would be the
Uh-huh. I think we get a fair amount of the tanks, the new tanks. I would personally like to see more of the tech trees filled up before all of these new tanks get implemented. But you know, it is what it is. I think that okay, looks like we're ready to go, Two Hills.
Alrighty. Let's see here. You went down I4NI last time, and I went down 12 pans.
I think so.
Let's flip it up. Go ahead and.
Okay. 12 Panzers coming in with a pair of 140s, a pair of Batchets, an E5, and a pair of Chieftains.
I4NI rolling out a trio of OBJ 140s, a Batchet, and a trio of Chieftains. Alrighty, let's hit it off. Oh, wait, stop. Last command needs to be kicked.
Yep.
Alright.
Alrighty. That got a whole lot of help right there, 12 Panzer.
Yes. Go ahead and launch it before that guy gets back in here.
He's getting invited somehow. By someone.
Yeah, because I didn't think you had the room unlocked.
Some private, so if they invite him, he's getting in. So
Oh yeah, because that's why I was like, wait a minute, I thought you had it locked down.
yeah, I just made them private so they could invite their member back in. Since he lagged out twice.
Yet again, Wednesday night fights cannot control your access to the internet or to Microsoft or working. We're really stressing that this next year's worth of rules. All right, hopefully my controller batteries can hold up a little bit longer so I can then be able to swap them out next round.
It's like 12 pens are coming in super aggressive out the gate right here. Everybody's just going to go ahead and take the field. Let's see if we can find something out here alone and see if we can go ahead and destroy him real quick. And it looks like Mini Vinny might be taking the brunt of the damage. Ammo rack.
That's
ASAP doesn't not.
You don't want that in the first 30 seconds of the game.
For sure. And Vapor Scopes was the only one to get lit right there for 12 Panzer, so they have no idea who else is out there. TKA.
Yep, there we go.
Good shot into Vapor Scopes right there. Eads, both chieftains have both been lit up right now.
They're actually.
I wouldn't risk it with that Batchet Amarak. I would have already burnt that.
Well,
Okay.
Michael,
nice focus
just
fire
getting
to Michael.
obliterated right here.
Yeah, might as well.
Looks like the
go for the push, man. Do it. Just do it. You have everybody there. Get Eads out.
yeah.
Everybody should be on the one same guy. Mini Vinny should be going down and taking out Eads. There's no reason to use a bad chat to go out that way. You're already committed. Your whole team's right there. Now he's gonna have to come back across to possibly get targeted. All right, there you go. Keep it going. Love seeing
No rules.
this.
TKA Ninja is going to get melted right now.
Nice
Goes
focus
down.
fire.
Cranky Degree is trying to put shots into Ivy Stucks, but it looks like he is going to be the next target for I4NI right here. Just getting melted. Great focus right here. Lots of damage just flying all over the board.
Who's next? Vapors?
Super quick.
They're starting to
looks like Gopher Ninja tried to ram a chieftain right there. Ended up on the short straw. Should be the next to go down. Mini Vinny now is on a reload, and as well as Blind Archer. Wow. Great focus right here. Donk still has shells left, but is he going to be able to get the clip out? No, sir. Blind Archer still probably has about 15 seconds left on that reload, maybe about 12. A lot of one-shot tanks right here.
Yeah, the biggest is
he is
going to be Mini Vinny.
Yeah. And I thought Mini Vinny should have reloaded first.
He didn't. Did he? I don't think he elected to.
He is actually reloaded. Just a little bit of glitch on the game right there.
There it is.
Wow, I4NI.
I4NI.
They heard you. The Godfather of Slaughter has spoken. He called that push for I4NI, and man, the repercussions right there is deadly.
Yeah, I mean, I did that with the WCL2. I mean, we called it just pure out controlled chaos, and you just literally you put your focus fire. The words where your mouth is. Put the focus fire on each individual tank, and the caller literally hangs back in a chieftain, and just that guy. Now that guy. Now that guy. And so great job. Go down the damage here really fast. Over on the 12 Panzer. Let's see here. Blind Archer 2312. Donk 2433. Eads just couldn't get anything going with the 173 health. Almost slaughtered that one. TK 1633. Cranky only 754. Vapors 2775. And Gopher 1507. I4NI. Michael got kind of stuck out there with the trio of donuts. McLovin 2107. Great job in the 107. In that 140. Sorry about that. Reaper of Souls 1237. Mini Vinny 1726. Ivy Stucks in his chieftain 3649. 2 kills. Only the Bal in his chieftain 2 kills. 28.75, and then in deuces in his 140, 2 kills, 24.06. So great job, I4NI. We're going to take this to Ghost Town.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Thank you for everybody who has came out this evening and joined us. It has been an amazing evening. I'm hoping everybody has had a good evening. Trying to put on the best show we possibly can. It seems like a lot of people did enjoy a lot of these great matchups, and we also had a lot of people really in the chats. So let's see here. Yeah, Rez over there. Have him check in with Anarchy, and Anarchy will do all of his stuff. Him and Anarchy and Beast are both the directors of personnel, so they look over all the new mods, and then they bring it to my attention of the goods and the bads. We're always looking for mods. Yep, and the ugly. That's how do you think that we got Rez in here?
There we go.
Love you, Rez. So yeah, great job. Thank you to everybody. I'm just gonna make it short and sweet. Do my little ending prologue that I typically do now. The community's definitely grown. We have a lot of good stuff on tap, and everything's coming through very, very quickly now, and at a great pace. So people demanded, they wanted stuff done. Well, guess what? Wargaming's doing it, and we're trying to do it with them. WCL's doing their part with what they do also, so they're trying to get the arena aspect done, while we're getting more of the other little bit of stuff done on our end, for community-wise, and then also tournaments for doing tournaments our way. So, with all of that, I know a lot of people waited for these ranks. I do apologize for how long it was, but it was a lot of number crunching. So a lot of dendrites and a lot of Red Bulls burned.
There you go.
And then, go ahead.
Well, I mean, let's think about this. Ultimately, I mean, everybody knows the biggest event of the year for console World of Tanks is the WCL tournament. How many teams are we going to have this year now that are going to go into the WCL 3 with just 1,000% more confidence in their ability to go in and put in a good showing in this major tournament, man?
I'm
These
willing
guys
to
are
say,
just getting,
out of all the teams that tend to pop up, and then the teams that are out there, I will say this: the teams that take part on WNF are going to have leaps and bounds over the other guys. I mean, their confidence going in is going to set the bar. You know, the fear. I don't think the fear is always there. A lot of people have fun, especially with the skirmishes, and then also everything that's been going on. So the fear of, oh my God, we're going against the Immortals. It's now, sweet, we're going against the Immortals. It's time to learn. So a lot of teams are going to have that upper edge of, they've been in high stress positions. Live on stream, so they have that pressure of, you know, people grading them, if you want to say that. I'm a true believer that it does put a little bit more pressure on a player to be live on stream in front of, you know, everybody who watches it. So when it does, the WCL does drop, I see a huge difference. And then also on the other aspect is the community wants more speak. I don't know if you noticed that, Beast. They want a lot more input into these tournaments. So when it comes down to the nuts and bolts of things, and they made it quite apparent. A lot of these teams are like, well, we don't like the map, we don't like this, or we don't like that. We'll just won't play. But now,
right.
if they don't, but if you go into this type of scenario with like the WCL or NWL, the next team going to be next to you is going to be like, okay, cool, glad you feel that way. We'll take that nice check or prize packaging away from you. I don't care.
For sure, for sure. Well, and from the other side of it too, though, a lot of these teams that want to, start hearing their voices heard, let's say 6 months ago, if I4NI would have came in front of a tournament, to the tournament heads and said, hey, we would like this and this and this, you guys need to think about this. We don't have any idea who you guys even are.
Yeah.
You guys haven't been around for the past 2 years, like a lot of the top 6-8 clans, and they're gonna be like, but a lot of these guys that come in and they're taking their respect and they're showing that they're gonna put in the work and learn the comp play and be able to single out what's right and what's wrong and maybe give some input that's actually gonna be recognized and stuff.
You are very correct on that aspect. All right, so we have kind of a night and day scenario-ish working on here. So, Cutter, why don't you go ahead and do I4NI, and Dirk, if you want to go ahead and do 12 pens.
For sure.
Okay.
I4NI, McLovin. Go ahead, Dirk.
Okay. All right. For 12 pens, we have an E4, an IS4, a duo of IS7s, a T57 heavy, and a duo of E100s.
All right, and the tiebreaker in this 1v2 Silver Division match, I4NI McLovin in IS7, Reaper of Soul is easy in the T57 Heavy. Michael's in a Moss, along with I4NI Deuces, The Only Ball, IB Stux, and HK are all three rocking the E100s. Let's go to war.
Yep. Let's kick it off. Did McLovin just deselect?
I think he just deselected right there.
That's their bad. You shouldn't be deselecting like that. So, unfortunately, I4NI is now became a 6v7. You cannot deselect. This is why you don't deselect. So,
Wow.
Yeah, they're one down.
yeah, they're one down. And our marshal here even blinked during that thing, so
Hmm.
this changes everything.
I think they're just going to wait and let them. Okay.
You might want to tell them that this is not going to replay. There is no replay. They're going to have to fight a man down because he hit the wrong button. That sucks. Alright, so let's see here. 12 Panzer should be realizing that going. Alright, so we do have an extra tank. So yeah, they did end up losing a mouse. So 12 Panzer can afford to spread out just a little bit thinner. Not by much, just a little bit. Cranky Degree needs to get up in there. However slow that E100 is, he can't hang back that far. Alright. IB Stux is going to be trying to look good shots across the middle, but there it is. Go for getting one round into Reaper. Michael going on the rotate. Cranky Degree is going to be low. Oh, watch out. Yep, get that lower plate buried. Oh, now he's running.
Nice shots in the IS4
Yeah, there we go.
by Reaper.
I4NI definitely doing a good job being a tank down. Nice bounce by Donk. Donk hitting for 3. That had to be an HE round. All right, TK can start dishing out some damage there. Oh, and he misses it. Now he's getting ripped. Reaper's doing a great job. That's a good clip.
Great clips coming from Reaper. That's 2 full pin clips.
Donk getting chewed up. Man, Donk down. There goes the tank advantage. Oh my goodness, Cranky. Gone. I4NI now
They're
ahead.
definitely doing very good with one tank down. Just look at the hit point advantage.
Yeah. Losing 2 E100s, that's kind of a killer. Alright, so Eads needs to start landing some shots. These guys, 12 pans, are doing peekabooms instead of doing a little bit of bury the nose of the E4. You could side scrape, but that E4 is so good. Don't be doing those peekabooms. They're not paying off. Go for overstretching too far. Yep. At that angle, the mouths will not be pinnable on his side.
Eads missed.
Yep. There's a good hit into Gopher there. He's taking a risk.
I think right now the next thing that needs to happen is HK and Michael. They need to get over there. They need to get up top. They need to get out Vapor Scopes. They've got to get him out of the fight, or they need to get into Blind Archer. TKA Ninja goes down. These guys got a serious overmatch already. I4NI Deuce is in that Moss. Is going to be able to stand up against that E4, especially with him crossing the run. T57, hey, Reaper your Soul's easy. Just questionable right there.
Yeah, go
Ivy
by him
Stucks
as well.
and HK, though, kind of out of the fight right here. Still have that gun advantage. Vapor Scopes is running from Michael in that Moss. I4NI is kind of spread out. I don't know what is going on right here. These guys need to stay focused. I know that they came into this match a man down, but their gameplay is just showing that they can handle this and overcome it, but they do not need to get crazy and just throw this away right now.
Eads going for a peekaboom again. Gets paid for. Ducks got tracked. Gophers dumping the clip. Eads gonna be reloaded.
Michael is just still trying to chase his size 7. He's gonna make it around
Uh-oh.
the E100.
Alright, so E1...
These Ivy Stucks.
This is gonna be close.
It's just, I don't know if Michael's driver's dead or what's going on right here.
Alright.
Full hell. At the very least, it looks like right now that unless Michaels could get a shot into this IS-7, don't know if he has. I mean, the Heat should still go ahead and handle this.
GN, Marksman, thank you for that follow. Alright, Michael takes him out.
All right,
oh,
all right.
there we go. Double finish.
There you go. All right.
Alright. Great job, I4NI, coming
Now-
back with the man down.
Hells, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there because I did say something to him in chat. Maybe if maybe a .125 extra bonus for coming into a tiebreaker match, a man down.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and put that into the moderator breakdown.
Okay.
Alright, go down these damages here really fast. We're on the 12 pens. They're Craig Degree only coming out with 578. Donk and his E100, 334. That hurts. Having two E100s do sub 600 damage is not good. And Then also Blind Archer and his IS4. It's pretty much there for like the mouse. So 810, he was doing his job. He's soaking up some damage, blocking some shots. TK and his IS7, that does her doing sub 500. So it came down to 3 people on the team to really hold it down, which it shouldn't be, to be come down to anchoring. Eads and his E4 doing 4,500 damage. Gopher doing 2,800 in his T57 heavy, and Vapors in his doing 4K. And then over on the I4NI, this is when a lot more better when you have a much wider spread of damage. Battle coming in 2217. HK coming in with the 3108. Deuce is coming in with 1462. Michael coming in with the 1477, and then the big winners here. Ivy Stuck in his E1 Hundo, 4 kills, 4276, and Reaper Souls in his 57 heavy, 1 kill and 4410. Great job to I4NI coming back, being a man down. So great job on that aspect, and that's it. That wraps up the evening.
Wow. Great work right there by I4NI.
Oh man. So, well, Beast, any last words coming out of you, or how about you, Dirk? Any last words?
No. I don't have anything to say, really.
All right, Beast.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, just give me just 1 second. Uh, Fellas, in the weeks to come, we are still going to try to go ahead and get these pub events started. We're just waiting on a couple of things right now, uh, and gonna get that lined up and make sure that you guys got something to look forward to during the days, and it's just some random contest to go ahead and make pubbing great again.
Yep. Hashtag make pub a grin. That is almost done. So it's super exciting on that aspect. Then
I like that make pub good again.
was there anything else there, Beast, or do you like to say?
I think that's about it. Great battles tonight by everything, and then especially that last fight, man. These guys coming in 6v7 in a tiebreaker, staying focused, getting it done, man. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Can't go. Yeah, you can't beat that for a final match of the night and they come out on the victory. I mean, those guys have to be super pumped. I know they were kind of upset, like, oh man, we have to. This should be a reset, but they handled their business and got it done. So I pretty much already did mine. So I'm just gonna say, coming in, I'll do a quick schedule for you guys. So what's gonna be going on for Monday? The action will not stop. So here we go. Going into the 11th, it will be at 7 p.m. Eastern. Poppers versus I4NI. That's gonna be a good one. If Poppers take down I4NI, that's a huge bump. And then also another silver teams going against each other. Bronze. SKB2 versus I4NI 2. And at 9 p.m. This is going to be a good match. OS versus VGA. And then at 10 p.m., OS versus XGN.
Wow.
So that's going to be our meltdown schedule coming up. So, well, from everybody here at Wednesday Night Fights, I want to say thank you to everybody who's coming out. Yet again, we all love you. Thanks for all the support you guys give. And please remember to spay or neuter your beavers.
Yo, hashtag Team Hellcat.
Hellcat.